Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I just saw where that I think Representative Waters out of California said she was threatening President Trump, and it started making me think. We all of us, we the people, we know already that lawmakers they think the laws don't apply to them. I mean, they make laws and they don't really worry about them affecting their lives. I mean, they make these laws to affect we the people, not them, because they're such special people. But and I was thinking, and I thought, man, they allow people to not only act disrespectful, but they allow people to break laws. And when they allow people to break laws, then the law-abiding people think that maybe they don't need to go by the laws either. I mean, after all, all these illegal aliens, people coming in the United States illegally, you know what I mean? And they do more illegal stuff. I mean, it's not like you only do one illegal thing. You just keep doing it. Now, I'm the wrong person to start talking about being legal and illegal. But the thing is, I've noticed that, they make these laws. I think it was racially motivated laws, terrorist laws, and all this stuff. And, okay, they're making laws on top of laws that there's already a law on it. I mean, it's illegal to kill people. But if it's a terrorist act, how is that any different? I mean, it's stuff like this that's really starting to make me wonder, maybe we've got so many laws now that the laws are meaningless. I mean, that's really what separates the United States from other countries, is we're supposed to be a law-abiding nation. We believe in laws. And I think that they don't, nobody says it. This is what I don't understand. But the thing is, the United States, we the people, are moral people. We don't necessarily need laws because we do things morally. Now, as a society, not everybody chooses to use their morals. So that's why we got laws. And I'm starting to think, I'm sure, I am sure President Trump and all presidents have had threats to their lives. Now, I don't know, I know not everybody gets out and does a lot of things, but I've had threats in my life, and I've had attempts to take my life. Now, I'll admit I'm no president of any country, so I'm sure that their threats are more meaningful, I would say. But I've still been known to have to take steps to protect myself. And, we've got laws. Not only it's against the law to threaten people, We can't, there's laws saying that we don't have the right to threaten others, threaten somebody's life. Now, I'll tell you, I'm starting to get a belly full of this on President Trump. These people are threatening him. Who's doing it? Government officials and celebrities. They're in our face on threatening President Trump. I kind of wish that they would start enforcing some of the laws that we have. Now I'm thinking, everybody, all these corrupt politicians, they're sweating now. There's a shakeup going on. And you know how this stuff goes. Once it starts, it just starts snowballing. And these politicians are trying to stop everything from going now. Like say President Trump, worked with the Russians for the election. And, come to find out, many of the Democrats have been working with the Russians before that on all kinds of stuff. Even like uranium, United States uranium, and the bribery is just going crazy with Russia and our politicians. Now, once this stuff starts being investigated, it's going to get ugly. I am sure President Trump is in danger. The good thing is, before he was president, he was in danger. He knows it. So he's always taking steps. So this isn't a new thing for him. But, you know how he's gone through a lot of cabinet people? One there for a while, I was thinking, maybe he's a perfectionist, and it's just hard for him to get people to get things done. But, a lot of people, they don't look at serving the country as serving the country. They say, well, I want to serve the country, but the reality is they're covering their own butt. They want the security, not only the physical security. How many people say, well, I represent the state, and all this kind of crap. These people by themselves are nothing. They need to be backed up by something. Okay, now, these people, I represent the United States, now, who, do you think maybe these people can be threatened? And these people are weak. That's why they need the backing of the government. Because by themselves, they're shallow, very shallow. And I'm wondering how many have been threatened. Really a believable threat. And a threat also is, when somebody threatens you, that's illegal. But it's only illegal when they have the means to back up that threat. If you believe they have the means to back up that threat. Now, we all know the government has done a lot of stuff to a lot of people. There's a lot of innocent people who have been hurt by the government, United States government. And so we know it's done. And if you don't, I'll be happy to sit down and talk to you face to face and explain all this stuff, because I see a lot of it. And but I'm wondering, people like the Clintons, they've got a trail of death behind them. And so they've had experience on not only threatening, but following up on their threats. And so, they're just one of the dorks that are doing this stuff. So, I'm not saying that they're doing it, to Sessions and other cabinet members and stuff, but I'm wondering if somebody is, or multiples of people are, that these people cannot do their job because they are in fear of their life and the lives of their family. Because that is a tactic that's done throughout the world. It's always, if they can't get you, they'll get your family. It happens all the time. So I'm wondering, maybe that's why President Trump is having such a hard time trying to get people to do their job, because they're getting intimidated. And because there's just too many people that are threatening, and none of them, are going to jail. I don't understand that. And so I think if things don't get done with President Trump, I think we're going to have problems. I mean, because he's really been getting things done. Or trying, if he hasn't got things done, he has a pattern of getting things done. And that's why the crooked, the corrupt are really worried. And they're going to be doing all the threats they can. Not so much in the open, but there's a lot of threats going on in the back where we don't see it. Of all kinds of threats, financial threats, life threats, family threats. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that we don't know about. It concerns me. It concerns me because if things don't get cleaned up by President Trump, just like Obama, if he couldn't get us to be socialist or New World Order, they knew when Trump got in, they lost it. And so that's why they're having a hissy attack. Well, it's basically the same thing with us. We don't want it. We don't want the New World Order or socialist, communist stuff. But if Trump can't get this fixed, man, I hope that doesn't mean we the people are going to have to do it. I mean, there is a reason for the Second Amendment, and it's not so we can go hunting, not even self-defense. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.